So I'm very happy to have with us via interview Ken Yasinski. Ken is a Catholic, full-time Catholic speaker who comes to us from Saskatchewan, so it's great to have another Canadian with us at the One Conference this year. And I heard Ken at the New Evangelization Summit in April, which was broadcast to Vancouver from Ottawa, and was very impressed. So we were very keen to invite Ken and happy that he could join us. So Ken, maybe, I don't know how many people know about you and what you do, so tell us, I guess firstly, your personal background. Why do you do this? Where do you come from? Please.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for the invitation to do this. I'm really excited to be part of the conference. The question is, why do I do this, and where did I come from? I grew up in northern Saskatchewan in a small little town, and make a long story short, I had the roots of Catholicism from my mom and dad, but I drifted from the faith when I was 18 years old, and by God's grace had an opportunity to come back. And when I came back to the faith in Christ, my life dramatically changed. It was dramatic. And the biggest thing that I noticed was that there was a peace in my life I'd never known, like a peace. And when I came back to the church through an honest reconciliation, and that was one of the key decisions for me, this peace, I thought, do people know about this? And I had this great desire to share. And so I just looked for opportunities to start sharing my faith, beginning as a young adult, and I got involved with Catholic Christian Outreach. I joined a foreign missions team, and I just started looking for opportunities to share, which led me to, after university, being hired as a youth minister. And I was coordinating 6 different youth groups in 5 different parishes, starting in 1999. And
so you've already spent some time in purgatory, Ken.
That was the beginning of a full-time ministry for me. And from 1999 to 2003, working with these young people. And then I started getting calls to speak at parishes for conferences, youth groups, parish missions, and it really exploded and then turned into a full-time ministry.
Awesome. And Ken, you and I talked before we started the camera about how your approach is unique, I think, and I can attest to that from my experience, which is why we invited you, that you're very simple and practical without dumbing things down. You and I shared off camera that I remember some of the phrases, some of the things you shared in April, and I hear talks all the time, so that's a big deal. So I can just say that we're really excited to have kind of a practical, inspiring, compelling message from you, which I know is what you do really well. And on that note, Ken, so your topic is living with an eternal perspective, which is an interesting title. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I really am hoping that people will gain a clarity for their life. For my travels over the last 16 years or so, traveling doing parish missions, if you ask a person, what is the goal, your life goal? They can't answer that. They can't answer that question. We have weight loss goals. We have financial goals. We have educational goals. We have sports goals. But if you ask a person, what is your life goal? They can't answer that. And we sort of sometimes just float through life. And we keep our fingers crossed and we hope it all works out. But I think God is calling us to live an intentional life, and He has a call for our life, and a goal, and a target. And my hope for people who come to the conference, they'll gain great clarity for that. They'll come to understand, what is God calling me to be, and how is He calling me to live this out? And this is practical. And so this message can be applied no matter what state of life a person finds themselves in, and no matter what ministry they find themselves in serving in the church.
It's wonderful. It's going to be great. So thanks again, Ken, for your time, and we're looking forward to welcoming you in March.
Hey, thanks for the chance, sir. Thank you very much.